new Finnish teaching ASMR video. So today I'll teach you more Finnish. Basic Finnish, number 3. So number 3, episode number 3, teaching you basic Finnish. The trusty notebook thing is here. And today I will teach you a basic supermarket conversation. I'll teach you, we're gonna look at how the verbs work in Finnish, and I'll also show you and teach you some curse words, sorry, because some people said, oh, how is this Finnish? How is this teaching Finnish without swearing? So I'm gonna teach you some of the swear words too. Make sure to subscribe, like. If you haven't seen the other episodes, go check them out. They're on my channel. But let's get teaching you some Finnish. Let's go. Okay, so I have written the conversation here on paper, and I'm first just gonna read it and see if you can understand anything. This is a very realistic conversation. Okay, so the customer says moi, and the cashier says moikka. Then she scans the items. Beep 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 beep. Then she says 68,71. Kiitos. Then she says, haluatko kuittia? You say, en mä tarvi. Then she says, kiitos, hyvää päivää jatkoa. And you say, kiitos samoin. Okay. Did you understand anything? I'm going to show you now what I had written here. Here we have the first thing. Is moi. Hello, moi. Can I actually put it like this? I think it's going to be easier. Yep. So you could say moi or moikka, but this is the customer side, is this side, and this is the cashier. But moi is hello. Moikka is also hello, can also be used as a goodbye, but whatever. So first you go to the cashier, you say moi, they say moi, and then she starts scanning all the items. She scans all the items, and usually in Finland, you know, they don't ask you to scan your member's card. You're just expected to do it. So they won't say, oh, you can scan your club card. It just says it on the payment portal thing. It just says skanna pussukortti or something like that. So you're just expected to do it. So they don't usually ask you to do it at like supermarket. Maybe sometimes, but not in my local one. Then next she will say the price out loud. So here I had just written a random amount. Which was the amount? So it was 68.71, and I written it down here, which is 68.71. 68.71. So that is more of a spoken way to say it, you know, like a slang version, because otherwise it would be 68.71. If it wasn't for this version, but usually they say it pretty quickly and they say it like this or something like this. 68.71. Okay, they say the amount, and then you can say kiitos, and then you scan the card. Beep, beep, beep. You know, you pay. You don't have to say thank you, but I usually do say thanks. And then they ask, haluatko kuittia? Haluatko kuittia? Haluatko kuittia? Haluatko kuittia? Do you want a receipt? A receipt. Receipt. You know, the little paper you get. So do you want a receipt? And then you can say, what did I write? You can say, no voimme ottaa, joo, kiitos. No voimme ottaa. Voimme ottaa. Then no at the end is like, well, yeah, sure, I can take it. So that's the one. That's the first one. Is like, no voimme ottaa. Yeah, okay, sure, I can take it. And the other one is, en mä tarvii. En mä tarvii. The at the start is like, just like thinking, en mä tarvii. Well, I don't need it. Okay. And when you're paying, you can just say, if you don't want the receipt, when you have paid, you can say before she asks you haluatko kuittia, you can say, you know, you paid, beep, then you say kiitos, en tarvitse kuittia. If you pay, you say en tarvitse kuittia before she asks you anything if you are very quick. And at the end, she says, kiitos, hyvää päivän jatkoa. Kiitos, hyvää päivän jatkoa. So that would be, thank you, have a nice day. Have a nice rest of your day. Basically, have a nice rest of your day. And you say, kiitos samoin. So thank you, you too. Samoin is like you too. And kiitos is thank you. So kiitos samoin. Kiitos thank you too. You get it? I'm gonna read it again. Moi, moikka. 6871. Kiitos. Haluatko kuittia? No, voin mä ottaa. Or, en mä tarvi. Kiitos. Hyvää päivää jatkoa. Kiitos samoin. Wow, so very easy. Very quick. In Finland, we don't do small talk. Definitely no small talk. On the, when you're going through the cashier person, you don't want to start no small talk. You ain't starting no small talk unless you want to actually be a tourist. Because maybe tourists do start small talk, but us Finnish people, never. No small talk. So let's just look at it again one more time. Moi, moikka moi. 68, 71, 68 ja 71. Kiitos. Haluatko kuittia? No voin mä ottaa. En mä tarvii. Kiitos. Hyvää päivää jatkoa. Kiitos samoin. I don't know if I'm speaking very quickly, but if you want to know how Finnish is pronounced, you can go watch the first video where I teach you the alphabet and how letters are pronounced. But in Finnish, it's very easy to pronounce. It's very similar to Spanish. Every single letter is read. You don't skip letters like in English. When, like, if you have the word salmon, you don't pronounce the L in salmon. In Finnish, you would pronounce it, even though. Okay, I fucking playing this stupid. Okay, and when you're at the store, if you want to know how much something costs, you want to ask them. It doesn't have a price tag. You want to ask, hey, how much does this cost? You can ask this, anteeksi, which is, excuse me, anteeksi. Paljonks tää maksaa? Paljonks tää maksaa? Paljonks tää maksaa? Anteeksi, paljonks tää maksaa? Paljonks tää maksaa? So that means, how much does this cost? Hey, excuse me, how much does this cost? But that only works. You can only say paljonks tää maksaa if you're showing a single item. So if you're showing a single, I don't know, frying pan. You have a single frying pan and you show them the frying pan. You can say how much this costs. Hey, paljonks tää maksaa? So tää only, you can only use that if you show a single item. But if you have multiple items, like you have a frying pan and a blender, you have two items, right? So then you would ask, anteeksi, paljonks nää maksaa? So nää is for two or multiple items. If you have multiple items, you can just say paljonks nää maksaa. So, yeah, because nää is for like multiple items and not just for one. If you show multiple items and you ask paljonks tää maksaa, they will probably just give you the price of that one item and not all of them because you said tää and not nää. Okay. And then you can add, I don't know nobody says this, but you can say, whoa, kallista or halpaa. Wow, kallista. No one would say this. Kallista means like, oh, expensive, and halpaa is cheap. So wow, expensive, wow, cheap. Wow, kallista. Wow, kallista, kallista. Or halpaa, kallista, halpaa. So kallis, halpa. Expensive, cheap, kallis, halpa, kallista, halpaa. Keep that in mind. I don't know why, but do you know the conversation now in the supermarket? Moi, moikka. 62, 71. It could be anything. It could be 46, 25, 28 ja 31 or 110 ja 57 or something. It could be anything. Kiitos. Täytyy kuittia. They may say tarvitse kuittia or haluatse kuittia. Do you need a receipt? Do you want a receipt? Okay. No, voimme ottaa. No, en mä tarvii. Yes. Oh, I can take it. No, I don't need it. Kiitos. Hyvää päivää jatkoa. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you, you too. Kiitos samoin. Thank you, you too. Okay. Was that incredibly hard? Having a supermarket conversation in Finland, it's pretty easy. Or if you don't want to speak to anyone, just go to the self-checkout. You know, the self-checkouts are everywhere, so you can just use those if you don't want to do this, I guess. Okay, let's move on to the verbs. Now the verbs. So the verbs in Finnish are very difficult, at least compared to English. So, where maybe like in English, the verb sing, if we say you sing, and you say we sing, and you say they sing, you know, the word doesn't change at all. But in Finnish, it does, and it changes a lot, way too many times. I have found this pretty great looking chart here. It's on my iPad. I'll try to print it out, but I couldn't. We can just look here. So here you can kind of see how it works. So these are all... So these right here are like minä means, is it me or I? Sinä is you. Hän is they. Me is us. Te is like, I don't know how these work in English, bro. This is stupid. So here we have the conjugation. Here's the verb to pay. To pay is maksaa. To pay is maksaa. You can see it up there. And if you say I pay, it is minä maksan. If it's you pay, it's sinä maksat. If it's they pay, it's hän maksaa. If it's we pay, it's me maksamme. If it's te, I don't really know what te is. It's like, I don't really know, but it's te maksavat, he maksavat. Te maksatte, he maksavat. I think you can get around with minä, sinä, hän, me, basically. I think you're gonna be fine if you just learn those, but you can see it's pretty difficult. It's just not I pay, you pay, they pay, we pay. You see, the pay doesn't change in English, but here they all got these different endings here. With the green, you can see the green endings, how they're all different. Me, a, but it's always the same, so it's always a maksa. But at the end you add different things. So it's hard to explain, but you know, you get it maybe. Then there is syödä. Syödä is to eat. To eat. That's syödä. And then you say, when you say I eat, you say minä syön. When you say you eat, you say sinä syöt. When you say they eat, you say hän syö. I don't know if hän is they. I'm not sure. I might be very wrong here. But. And me and we eat is me syömme. So it does change, and it is pretty difficult. Here was again the whole thing. There was also opiskella, which is to study. Opiskella is to study. Minä opiskelen, sinä opiskelet, hän opiskelee, me opiskelemme. So, yeah. You study, we study, they study. You know, it's easy in English. It doesn't change. Here you have to learn the endings. But you can see that in most cases they are the same. So here in maksa, it has basically all the same endings. MME, MME, EMME, A-M-M-E, S-E-M-M-E. But some of these can change. Nen, sen, an. Actually, it is hard because they do change a lot. So I know that that's very difficult, but I don't know how to teach it because, I've never really had to learn those. They just come to you when you are, when you're a native speaker. You don't have to learn them. You just know them. But yeah, that was that. It's very difficult, and I can't teach it because I'm not a teacher, and I don't know the correct words or anything. So it's, if you want to learn those, maybe Google or go to an actual teacher. Okay. Swear words. Okay, so some of you wanted swear words. Swear words in Finnish is kirosanat, kiro. Kirosanat, kiro. Kirosanat is swear words. First one I put here is the legendary vittu. Vittu. Vittu is the first one. Vittu is well, vittu is it's basically like pussy, but it's also, yeah, I guess it is, but it is just basically fuck. It's fuck. Okay, so vittu is like fuck. Okay, the other one I put down here is, this is a good one. It is saatana. And in English, no one uses it because it actually means Satan. But in Finnish, it's a good word. Saatana is good. So Satan, saatana, is pretty good. The next one is one of my favorites. It's probably one that's pretty well known, and it's perkele. I have no clue what this means. It probably does have a meaning, perkele, but it's just a strong word. It is just a strong word. It probably does have a meaning, but it's probably something related to, I don't know. I don't even know. Okay, next one is here. It's under perkele and it's paska. This just means shit. Shit. S-H-I-T, shit. That's what it means. Paska is shit. Yeah, and it's basically the same. Next one isn't really a swear word, but it's a strong word. It's right there. It's jumalauta. I have no clue how this translates. It's another a strong word. You're gonna be like, jumalauta, poika, nyt sä lähet siitä. For God's sakes, or maybe something like that. For God's sakes. That's probably a good translator. Like, for God's sakes, bro. And the last one, I don't know. I don't use this one. The last one is whore. And that's a whore. That's a whore, but it's pretty strong. I probably wouldn't use it. It's pretty nasty. There's also other ones, but I haven't listed all of the swear words because this is pretty cringe, and I don't really like reading them out loud like this. Of course I swear from time to time, but if you want to learn Finnish swearing, just go watch those legendary Finnish videos. There's this old man, and then he says, "Perkele siihen et koske saatana." So he used two of the words. So he said, "Perkele siihen et koske saatana." Finnish man scares a bear away by shouting "perkele." Okay, you can go watch that. It's a pretty good video. Alright guys, this was Finnish lesson number 3. I don't know if you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, do something. I'd love to hear if you have actually learned anything from this video. Here are my members. Thank you, members, for watching my videos and supporting me. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow my Insta, and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys being here. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye. See you. I got it. Beating me to death for a few bucks. We've all lived bad lives, Mr. Morgan.